Dennis has made landfall and is now rocking the Gulf Coast. I'm Mike Bettis, live in Destin, Florida. I'll have a report for you straight ahead.
And this is Mike Seidel in downtown Mobile, Alabama. Fortunately, we are on the far western side of the storm. It's bad, but it's not nearly as bad as it is in Pensacola Beach.
And we are in storm alert as Hurricane Dennis comes ashore.
Evacuations have been ordered along the Gulf Coast, but some folks chose to stay put. Hurricane Dennis is a strong Category 3 hurricane, and you can see from the winds and rain here in Gulf Breeze, Florida, that this is history-making hurricane is one to be reckoned with.
Well, let's take a look at the radar right now. I can tell you exactly where Hurricane Dennis is located, near about 15 miles northeast of Pensacola, Florida. It is on land right now, but still feeling hurricane and tropical storm force winds all throughout parts of the Florida Panhandle, even as far west as parts of lower Mississippi and lower Alabama.
Our live crews are spread out across the Gulf Coast. Mike Seidel is stationed in Mobile, Alabama. Mike Bettis is standing by in Destin, Florida. And Mike, you've already been getting hit the past few hours with some pretty heavy rain. But are you seeing some of the heaviest rain come to an end?
Yes, we have. The rain actually came to an end, I'd say about a half hour or so ago, and now it's just been all wind force here in Destin, and it comes in waves. Sometimes we stand perfectly straight, the wind is almost calm, and then along comes a gust and almost knocks you right off your feet. And it looks like our conditions will be improving here. They should be fairly quickly. So that's very good to know. Let's talk about what's going on here in the Destin area. Certainly the concerns are plentiful. We have concerns about damage from wind. We have concerns about a lot of water and flooding. A lot of flooding possible for the Destin area considering the elevation here, which is very, very low. There's not a lot of beach either. The beach is not very wide. It's been eroded by Ivan and the tropical systems that have come through this summer. So when those storms come in and those waves crash on shore, they have these open, basically channels that come right in to the streets. And so you get a lot of water in the streets. Watch for flooding, especially very close to the shoreline. Where we are, we're about a mile inland. The location where we are is called Destin Commons. It's kind of a town/mall area. A lot of folks come here on vacation and do some shopping, a little bit of sightseeing as well, and get a little bit bite to eat. A lot of storefronts here are all boarded up. We've seen parts of roofs that have been flying off, parts of Spanish tile roofs, and a few pieces of debris as well. We're going to talk. Excuse me, getting a pretty good wind gust right now, knocks the breath out of you sometimes. I tell you what, I'm gonna hold on to this for just a second. Let's send it back to you in the Weather Channel studios. We'll get back on with you in just a little bit.
All right, thanks so much. Hard to hang on to the hat, Mike, when we're seeing wind gusts just to the north up in Niceville of around 70 miles an hour.
Well, Dennis is still a Category 4, and it continues to move on land. Meteorologist Jeff Morrow is in Pensacola right now, and here's his report at the time of landfall.
Okay. All right. It's gone downhill here pretty dramatically, I'd say, in the last half hour, 45 minutes. We're getting pretty consistent gusts here, at least in the 50-mile-an-hour range, if not a little bit higher. Whoa! 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 Sometimes it rains so hard. Here comes another big gust. I'm going to hold on to the lamppost here to make sure I can keep my balance. But again, sometimes it rains so hard like it is now that it's hard to even see anything coming in that wind, and that really is the big danger here. Again, as this hurricane comes on shore, folks, I know it may be kind of difficult for me to say, but you should stay off the streets. You should not be out here doing this or walking around. You should be inside. You should be in shelters. We're just showing you how bad it is out here at the present time, and we're doing our best to keep ourselves safe here. Woo! Uh-oh. Hold on. He's in Destin. Go, Mike.
All right, again, that was Jeff Morrow reporting in Pensacola, just west of where the eye came on shore. Well, you're feeling the impacts of Hurricane Dennis throughout the Gulf Coast, and let's give you the latest right now. In Mississippi, storm shelters are rapidly filling up with evacuees. Curfews have been ordered for Jackson as well as Harrison counties. More are 170,000 people in Mississippi are under evacuation orders. Well, let's give you the latest on Hurricane Dennis. Again, it's already coming ashore. And let's go to Paul with the latest now.
Well, the landfall happened about 40 minutes ago, 2:25 Central Daylight Time on Santa Rosa Island. It was a Category 3 at landfall, 115 to 120 mile-per-hour sustained winds, but the impacts continue to move on land right now. The good news for the coast is this is the beginning of the end, so things will slowly go downhill, slowly improve from here as winds start decreasing throughout the hour. In fact, take a look at the radar. We can show you that we're seeing in the eye moving onshore, the heaviest rain still well onshore. It's been onshore for hours now. It continues to move further northward. Again, sustained winds right now in Destin, 56 miles per hour. Jennifer?
Our coverage continues as Hurricane Dennis moves inland into the U.S. It's battering the Florida Panhandle and the Gulf Coast states of Alabama and Mississippi. We will bring you more live reports from our meteorologists out in the field. First, though, here's your local on the 8s.